Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying to test what typically does well in election years here in the US. I'm going to gather annual returns for these different asset classes and indices. If you want to add or remove certain tickers, you would do so in line 16. After that's assigned, we're going to pass these into this function. We're going to get historical pricing data. And since we're dealing with some currencies, we want to make sure these are actual trading days in the NYSE. So this function is from our quantlib. So let's make sure we add that in the required packages as well. And we're going to calculate the annual return on the adjusted prices, remove any weird symbols in the tickers, and return the data. So after that process is done, we're going to merge all the data together into stock returns. We're going to assign 0 for any NAs. The way I isolated election years was to test whether or not the year in the index of stock returns did not have a remainder when divided by 4. So if we take a look at election years, you should see a similar looking table with the annual returns for all the tickers in your list. Some of these, like Bitcoin, may not be worth including since we only have 2 data points, but I'll go ahead and leave that up to you. Now, once we have this table with the current election year returns, what we're going to do is we're going to group them using Plotly, and this is going to create an interactive plot. Since election years is an XTS, we need to convert that into a data frame first. So just make sure that your XTS gets returned as an appropriate data frame. And if we take a look at that, as an example, all I did was move the index as a column and rounded everything else to 4 decimal places. So back in the code here, we're going to use Plotly and plot all of our assets. Now the plot is pretty cool. If we go ahead and maximize this plot, you can hover over the bars and it'll tell you the asset, the year, and the return. You can also eliminate these or take a look at them one by one. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate these with large drawdowns. So we'll get rid of USO, the emerging market index, IWM, SPY, the Qs, and also the euro. Now we're left with TLT and gold. So it seems like the performance for these two assets is fairly good. And between the two, I'm rooting for TLT, especially if they cut rates next year. I'm not too sure about gold. And of course, this is not investment advice. Well, with that, guys, this concludes the video. I just wanted to showcase the interactive bar chart and also test to see different asset classes during the election years. I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description area to my Patreon where you can find the script. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.